Hey y'all, what's up? This is Jason. I've got another Camaro video, and issue I'm having right now is my low beam headlight isn't working. But here's the deal. So I was driving into work yesterday, and a friend of mine told me, he was coming from the opposite direction. He said, "Hey, your headlight's out on your driver's side." He's the kind of guy that will always make sure that he tells you something like that's going on. I appreciate that. Uh, So it's the outside light, but here's the deal: is when I have my low beams on only, the outer light on the passenger side works, which is the low beam. The outer light on the driver's side does not work. If I cut the brights on, they all work. So looked into it, because that kind of throws me off. I'm like, wait a minute, it's just like it's a dead light bulb. I guess there's a high and low in here, or I've also looked into it and said it could be the dimmer switch. Let's hope for a bulb, okay? So, but another weird thing I saw about this is, there's no telling how long these bulbs have been in here. I've had this car for a very long time, but I haven't put a bulb in this car since my dad passed away. My dad passed away in like 17. So I was looking at the back of the plugs. This one plugged in pretty close to the base of the headlight. Same with here. But this one, there's a big gap. Did it work its way off? Is it coming off? I don't know. So I'm going to take the headlight out and see if there's something funny going on with the plug. I mean, looks like there's a pretty big gap there. Y'all, personally, I hate dealing with these headlights because the top screw's not bad at all. I just hate dealing with the bottom screw, okay? It's kind of a pain to get this ring back on. It's been many years since I've even fooled with a headlight. As you can tell, this one's got a little bit of moisture in it. And here's the funny thing. The glass, plastic, glass. See this hole in this headlight? I've got a headlight over there that I've had since back when my dad was alive. And he bought that headlight for me, and he said, replace your headlight, it's gonna go out. It still works. So, there we have that. Sometimes things will keep going longer than you think they will. So if you're new to these old Camaros, you take the top two out, and the bottom two you just loosen. See, there's two underneath the bottom, and see this ring, this square ring that goes around it. The bottom two holes in it are just slotted. The top two are actually holes. You can see it better now without the glare. See, the bottom ones are slotted, top ones are holes. It makes it very difficult to get the ones on the bottom. So I'm talking about, the thing's like barely even on there. Probably wouldn't take much to get it to come off. Hope there's not rust and stuff in that terminal. Wow, the ground looks like it's not even, barely even in there. Well, hopefully this won't mean I need to go buy a headlight. Maybe I'll just be able to plug this thing up and it'll work better. You see that? That's ridiculous. Why in the world is it ever like that to start with? Okay, so let me show you something that could be self-explanatory to this whole thing. So, the reason for this not being plugged in good, because we probably didn't plug it in. This car was in a wreck. I may be off. Maybe it is us. I don't know. It'd be weird that we changed the headlight that shortly afterwards. This car was in a wreck. Let's see, my daughter was born in '02. I just don't know how long it took before we ever got it fixed. My daughter was born in '02. My wife was pretty far along. And I was in a wreck with an 18-wheeler. And Well, it didn't get into this because this isn't tore up. I do know it peeled this fender all back and it got into the door. You can see the great job that the body shop did fixing the mirror. The idiots thought it was supposed to be lined up, I guess, with the shape of the window. I don't know. You can't look at the other side of the car and tell. But I know it got in the fender. The wheel was bowed out. You know, there was some physical damage to, like, this wheel was bowed way out. I think it kind of caught into the 18-wheeler's tire or something, that area. But I know it got into the front bumper and stuff. I'm pretty sure it damaged this. My thoughts on this, being the age of this, it's from the 6-month, 20th day of 03 when this was made. I just don't know how long it took us to get the car fixed. But anyway, not like that matters. Let's get this headlight going. Okay, so I'm reconsidering my thoughts on why this headlight was plugged in as deep as it was. It appears that there's 3 little metal pieces right here, one on each of these tangs. So that's probably why that was only plugged in that deep. Those little metal pieces on those tangs were preventing it from plugging in any deeper. So we may be onto a bad headlight. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to show you something. Probably gonna make fun of me for. You're gonna say, oh, what a junkie shop. I'm gonna show you much of the shop. Very little, because it is a junkie shop. It's got a lot of issues. It's got a lot of junk out there. But I'm going out there to get a headlight. And it's in a car. So I may not let you see much of the car because it's in really bad shape. Okay, I'm not gonna let you see much more than that, but as you can tell, it's a Camaro. And it's an old crusty headlight. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. This car's been sitting out here for over 20 years. So it's like one of those kind of things where you hold on to that dream of maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day, it'll cost an insane amount of money to get it back going. But this was my first one. This is one of those, it's a sport coupe, the 2.8. Dark gray on the bottom. The midnight blue. Really good looking car. Carriage motor. It was a 5-speed and it blew a head gasket. Dad and I were gonna start into an engine change together, and then his health started going down, and I had other priorities at the time, and my priority should have been on taking care of this with Dad, but instead I was running around having a good time with the band I was managing. Whatever. Those kind of things come to an end, but time with Dad, that would have been good. All right, let me get this headlight out. So I gave up on getting the headlight out of the blue car down the shop because I had hit something with this side of the car, and this bumper was kind of bent, so therefore it was preventing me from getting to the screw at the bottom. And on this side over here, I was just getting frustrated and aggravated, and there was only one screw in the top. I got the tube loose in the bottom, and I was just having trouble, and I was getting really aggravated and didn't have good light down there because there's no electricity down there in the shop. So what I did is I came back up here and after looking on the internet some more, so I plugged this headlight back up and got the old voltmeter, and I stuck the probes to the 2 outside terminals and turned the headlights on. Well, I turned the headlights on first and then checked to the 2 outside terminals, and I had voltage. Well, and I had no light. So also did the same thing over here while the headlight was on and I had voltage but no light. Oh, I've got light, excuse me. So this one works. So I'm deciding to do something different. I hate being wasteful. I'm kind of thrifty. I'll have these as backups maybe if I need them. I'll mark which ones are good, but I think I'm about to go buy a complete set of headlights. And I know I've got this backup headlight that I've had for a really long time, this Sylvania Extra Vision, but see how it's the mid-range. I think I'm gonna go with the Silverstar. Okay, let's have some brightness. These headlights are kind of dim. And wow, my wife is really good at interrupting my videos. So it is New Year's Day. All of our plans for holidays this season have been really ruined by, I was sick at Christmas and my wife is sick here at New Year's. But she's still gonna cook the black-eyed peas and all that kind of stuff. But she was trying to make sure that I was still here, hadn't gone anywhere looking for any headlights. So anyway, I think I'm gonna replace them all with some Silverstar. Should I do the LED conversion? Guess what? I'm not worried about that right now. I just want some headlights. I want to get it done today, so I don't have time for all that. So that's what's up. That's what we're gonna do. I think AutoZone is open, and we'll see how many they have. I know they have at least one bright and one dim. As you can tell, we got moisture in this one. We got a hole in this one. And look how grungy that one looks. So it's not gonna hurt us, not one bit. It'll be a good improvement for seeing tonight. I'm out of here. I'll get back with you when I tell you what the results were from Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whoever I let fulfill my needs. So I didn't expect this today, but I've spent over almost $100 on lights, and O'Reilly's didn't have what I wanted. I wanted the Silverstar. I've never used the Silverstar in that car before, and let's see. I locked the door. O'Reilly's didn't have it at any of their local stores, and AutoZone had the Silverstar, but they only had 2 low beams and 1 high beam. But they have them at their other locations. So, what's that tell you? That tells you that AutoZone is better about carrying the Silverstar than O'Reilly's is, at least locally to me. And so they're having the other one shipped over to the store, which is convenient. I don't have to run down there and get it. And yes, we're not working on this car. It's convenient the headlight wasn't hanging out of this car. And so what was the bill? Now that I'm sitting, the low beam, no, excuse me, the high beam was $29.99, and also the high beams were $29.99, and the grand total was $96.27, plus I still got to get another $30 headlight, which we'll have by the end of the week, but I won't have time to put it in until maybe Sunday. So I got to go ahead and get these low beams put in here. It'll be dark by 5 o'clock, and the wife just called. I had it on silence because I didn't want to be bothered during my headlight transactions and stuff. All right, let me get back to the house. So this is what I got. I got the Silverstar, and these are the low beam, the H4656, and I think actually the part number may be an ST for the Silverstar. I don't know why they don't put that on the box, but whenever the lady was looking it up in the computer, she was saying ST. that may have been on the receipt also. I guess I left the receipt in the car. But the easiest thing to do is I'm just going to take one of these out of the box and plug it up, and before I put it in the housing, and we'll see if it works. Cross your fingers. Let's hope it does. This is a high beam. I think what we're going to do, we're just going to put 2 low beams in for now, and we got another high beam coming Friday, she said, or possibly later today. I don't know, it'll be within the next couple of days. She said whenever the hub runs. And as soon as I get time, I plan on working some overtime this week, and I don't have anywhere in to see it, to work on, to do it at night. But we'll get those put in as soon as we get a chance, and I'll be able to finish up this video, but I won't finish it till it's complete. All right, I'm gonna plug one of these up. Also, it's a 40 watt. I don't know why it says 55/40, but the basic, I think that's a 35 watt. And I wonder if the bright section, whenever you cut them on brights, if that's up to 55. It must be what it is. But anyway, yeah, the basic was like a 35. And being the fact that they're white lights, hopefully that's going to help, because these lights are pretty dim that I currently have in the car. As soon as I pulled the plug, I could tell that, pulled the plug out, I could tell that it was on. And there we are. We have us a headlight that works. It's a bright, pretty headlight. And we're gonna get rid of that dingy thing too, as long as daylight allows us. So let me go ahead and get that one back in its housing. I'm gonna pop them on brights and see what it does too. Yes, I know the door's creaky. She works. Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm gonna add this on here. I'm gonna cut these headlights on at night and we'll see what they look like. So that is our dim. Huh, we got a possum out there. Look at that. Huh, didn't expect to have that. Just moseying around. You never see those in daylight. I wonder if that's our usual. He comes and checks us out at the house sometimes. So it says good looking headlights. And yes, parking lights do look dingy. Man, these lights look good. Turn on the brights. Now, I still haven't got one of my brights yet. They got to ship it to the local store. Looks pretty good. What do you think? Now you can't really tell that much on video, but this light on this side, it looks terrible in person. I mean, it's bright, it lights up the way, but there's nothing like the look of these brand new headlights. So I'm gonna keep this one as a backup just because I'm thrifty, and we'll finish up this video whenever I get that new headlight in. It may be a couple of days, depends on what my work schedule's like whenever they deliver it to AutoZone. All right, that's it for now. Okay, I picked up my other headlight from AutoZone, and it is a light that somebody else has purchased, it appears, and they had to send it from another store, so I don't like the way this looks, the way it just flops around in here. But I did take a picture of it, the fact that it did have tape on it, and I took it at the store. That way they could see that when I bought it, it was taped up. So if there's some kind of issue with this headlight, I'll have proof that it already had tape on it whenever I bought it. So believe it or not, that piece of glass rolling around in there, that light still works. And my dad had actually bought me a replacement for this headlight probably at least a year before he passed away, and that was back in 2017. And it still works. Isn't it funny? I thought these were... All right, I just want to plug it up and make sure it works, being this, for some reason, somebody returned this headlight. Maybe they bought the wrong headlight for their vehicle, but you can't be cautious when you've had that situation where somebody returned a headlight and had tape all over the box. That's why I took a picture of the box at the store. That way they could see, like, you know, the thing where you scan your credit card? It's right there at the counter. There would be no doubt that the picture was taken at the store and it already had tape on it. All right, let me get this thing buttoned back up, get this on it, and cut these lights off, all that kind of stuff. Well, it's funny. I've never done that before. I've only ever changed headlights when they go out. I've never changed a full set of headlights. Does that mean being thrifty? Or I don't like to be wasteful too. Hey, if I ever get in an emergency situation, I need some headlights. I guess I got some backup headlights, but this looks good, and I look forward to seeing what it looks like driving at night. I have shined them across the backyard, if you've seen, and it did look good. And I kind of used them this morning going to work, but you know, it's kind of like half daylight in the morning. It's just kind of like for safety. I'll probably come out here and pop them on again tonight, and that way you can see what they look like with all of them on. All right, here you go. That's it for now. All right, full view of the new headlights on bright. They're pretty good. I've never had these before. These are Silverstar. Makes me wish I had new turn signal lights. All right, thank y'all for watching these videos. Appreciate you taking your time to tune in. And as always, y'all have a great one. And thanks. Hey, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Later. Oh, you're still tuned in. So that was $29.99 per light. So 30 bucks a piece. 30 times 4, 120. Comes out a whole lot cheaper than some LEDs, and I think I'll be able to see pretty good. Later, y'all. Wow, y'all, this is amazing. This is the best light I've ever had in this car. I can't believe I went for all these years without ever using these Silverstar lights. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope this helps you out with your headlight picks. Sometimes it's really worth it to pay a little bit of extra money for a light. Don't get them basic lights. You do have to see, and other people need to see you coming and all that kind of stuff. Be safe. Y'all have a good one. Y'all, I'm super impressed with how much light these headlights give off. It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot safer. I've always used kind of the mid-range headlight, and these are the what are they? You know what they were. They're in the video all over the place. Anyway, they're the best of the Sylvania headlights. I can't remember what they are right now, but anyway, as you can tell, they put off plenty of light, and it's a lot safer for seeing deer on the side of the road and just seeing what's in front of me. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, and I hope you have an excellent day. And hey, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to keep videos coming. I'll be fooling with my Camaros and for anything else I can think of that might fit into the working on something kind of videos. And y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all. Later.